What's up? Hello, 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 hello. Okay, looking good there. Well, so we had a plan tonight. That's not going to happen. So Yanda was going to come over, and he was going to hopefully help finish up the Stumpjumper with a collection of my parts. Well, let's see if I can make this work. Nope. Oh well. Back to us then. That was supposed to be a picture of the Stumpjumper. But, wow, the light's flashing on that camera. Which one is this? Oh, good. Picked the right one. But yeah, he ended up having a lawnmower issue.
Yeah.
Did he say what it was?
No. He said he had to weld his lawnmower back together.
So Yanda's welding a lawnmower instead of building a Stumpjumper. So yeah, the idea was I wanted to get this bike built up so I could test out the Velo Orange utility bars that we put on there on the last stream. Let's see if it shows it now. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna build this up. So I put the derailleurs on it. I think, what else? Me and Dave threw some wheels on there just to see what it looked like. Quill to, what would you call that? Quill to threadless converter, quill to thread adapter, and the bars themselves. So seat post, a couple little bits.
Swap the cranks over to the right side.
Yeah, swap the cranks over to the right side.
Good start.
Yeah, good start. But so, yeah, so that's probably not going to happen tonight. Like I said, anytime I try and like actually do serious work on the stream on a bike, I just can't pay enough attention. I just have to fix it all the next day anyways. So, oh well. My whole goal to get it built up too, I thought it'd be fun to watch Yanda go through all the mountain bike parts I have and hear his opinion on what should go on it and complain about what I had, and then hopefully see if we could get it working. Have him show setting up cantilever brakes and all that kind of stuff, but you know, there you go. So hopefully maybe we could do that Thursday or next Tuesday, so we'll have to see. I don't know, I think he said, he did text me then part of the getting the lawnmower welded was because he has family in town, so I don't know when that's for. But let's see who we got up in here. Mason S. Malk's Bikes. Hey, what's up, Malk? CB, Pudgy, Yinzer, and yeah, what are they saying? Oh, you guys are they're going to the pump track, that Dayton pump track on Monday. We'll be camping. So does Yanda drive his lawnmower around town when he's not playing foosball?
Foosball.
There was a foosball table out on the side of the street the other day, and I almost texted, like, does anyone have a truck and we'll come get this? But you know what foosball is, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
the spinny thing.
yeah. Pete had one growing up. We played that thing all the time.
I had a friend that had one too, growing up. I don't remember playing it that much.
You weren't a fan? You weren't a big foosball fan?
I dabbled.
What's up, Balancing Bike Life? Oh, Malk, they sent me a preliminary bike check video of Pudgy's build. So good to see you're getting back into the YouTube, Malk. Malk was good at it. Did you ever watch any of his videos?
I don't think so. No. YouTube?
Yeah. He's good on camera. He did a couple when they did some rides. I don't know, not long after we started doing live streams. Oh,
What bike is Pudgy building?
I think it was the latest iteration. It was the latest iteration of his Journeyman setup for touring. So. What's up, Raymond?
Waterboy reference.
Yeah, I was trying to read back through to figure out what that was. That's why there was dead air. Hey, what's up, Scott? Not too late. We just started. And we have no plan now because we're going to have Yanda build up this bike. Oh, Pudgy, you guys are camping. Keyser? How do you think that's pronounced? Keyser Lake?
Kaiser?
Kaiser Lake? I was just looking, Pudgy, like me and Large here. We're talking. Last week was a year ago, the weekend when we went out and camped at John Bryan. All those photos were popping up in my memory. Did I put any of those on Flickr? That would be a good time. Would I put it in like that even? Nope. What's that other city we started in? Bellefontaine. Nope. Oh well. I tried. Oh, you got the reference?
I didn't.
Ah.
I have seen Waterboy.
I've seen Waterboy.
It's been a while.
I saw Waterboy in the theater. I'm a Waterboy OG. Belle Fountain. Did I say Bellefontaine?
Yeah.
Ah, I can't believe I did that. Who else did I hear? I was having a conversation with someone else about cities like in Ohio about that kind of stuff, like how you would think it's pronounced in like some kind of original old world way, but it's like, nah, we've Midwesterned it or completely Americanized it. Oh, Ben, you got the Kisser pronunciation.
Kisser Lake.
Where is that? Is Jay Dandy here? Is it too early to go to maps? I just, of course, closed the map tab then, actually. Do you know this place?
Nope.
Do you know this place, Dave? Billy? How do you know how it's pronounced? You didn't even see the words. How do you think it's spelled?
K-E-I-S-E-R?
K-I-S-E-R.
Groundhog Island. Enhance.
Enhance. Unhance. Unhance. Where is this? Millerstown? I still don't know where this is. Do you know where it is yet?
There's West Liberty.
Ah, okay.
I don't really know where that is.
Sydney? Yeah, that's none of these. There's still not a. Oh, there's still not a city in here. I know.
Bingo.
Oh, there's Bellefontaine. Or Bellefontaine, as the French would have called it. Urbana. Huh. So if they're riding from Springfield, I wonder if they're going up the bike trail and over? Because, right, the bike trail goes all the way through Urbana. When we rode to Bellefontaine, that's bike trail the whole way, right? Yeah. Except right when you get in Bellefontaine, it becomes like where they haven't built it out yet. It was that like wooded tunnel of like, which is actually kind of cool. Okay, Dayton. Huh? I've never seen it. Kaiser Lake State Park. Oh, there's the campground. Ah, I got some lean-tos, little cabins. Well, that's all I got. Oh, yeah, Lima, Ohio instead of Lima, Ohio.
First one to super shot, $20. Get some doinks.
Just $20 worth of two pink in one way doink.
3 valve caps.
3 valve caps. If you lose one of the pink ones, you have to replace it with a white one. Yinzer says, with the two of you finally together on a stream and no plan otherwise, you could talk about saddles.
Oh, yeah. Sell Italia.
What saddle do you run? Since I only talk about B17.
I've been rotating. I can't really
What do you-
find anything great.
What's on the Monsoon?
Right now it's a WTB something or other.
WTB. Is that the one with, does that one have a channel?
It has like a divot, not a cutout. On that Journeyer, I put the Bertude saddle on. It's a lot more comfortable than I remember it being.
What did you have that? Did you put that on the Monsoon for a while?
I had it on the Monsoon and then the Velo Orange. Yeah.
Who? Otis. Does he? Well, he's not even running his anymore. At first, he was swearing
He
by
has
him.
it on
Oh, does he?
on his midnight special.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because he hates a B17, but he didn't mind the Bird Hound.
Yeah, I like it. I like the leather saddles. I just ruin them.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to find something that is not leather, that isn't bad.
Did you ever try the cambiums?
Yeah,
Cambiums? Yeah.
I tried like the C13, C15, C17, the cutout, the non-cutout, and they all just felt horrible to me.
Yeah, when I originally borrowed the Gunner, that's what he had one of those on there, and I think it was a C15. Is that what they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
15 or 17 probably.
yeah. That was the only thing I didn't like about that bike. I liked everything else about it. Was that a dime bag or a quarter bag you were holding up? It's a third. Like they can see this out of focus on the street.
Pudgy, that
Where did
dark
our
teal Journeyer.
focus puller
It's
go?
pretty nice.
Oh, it's not. It's not even manually focusing tonight, is it?
Well, no, it is. It's you're maxed out. It's because you're wide angle.
That's not. It could focus this close. It's just stuck.
It
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just stuck. Everything about that. That they.
Are we fighting the?
Sometimes, if it's doing that to me, I take the lens off and put it back on. But yeah,
That makes sense.
it shouldn't do that. It doesn't do that when it's not streaming. It makes no sense. I took it to a wedding, like, as a backup camera, 3 weeks ago. No problem.
It's not the manual focus, autofocus. You're fighting the motor.
Well, switch it then. Oh yeah, they can't hear you.
That is not
Oh.
it. That's not it.
Didn't work. Oh well. Were you about to pull up a photo of that? What they were talking about, or should I pull up? Do you know what he's talking about? This maroon GRX Journey, or is this a new one?
It's a teal. It's
Maroon.
not maroon.
Just pick the fucking color. Oh,
It's one of the
Low to it.
newer ones.
I'm surprised I just didn't type in salsa. I've done that before. Wait, why isn't anything bike related coming up?
It's the GRX build. I think they have a teal and a dark green.
Teal like Aaron's Timbo?
It's a little more minty, I'd say, colored than the Timberjack. That guy. There is like a dark green too. I wonder if that's the one he was.
Wait, what? Didn't I just click on it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different models.
Ah.
Yeah, those. So there's that minty one, and actually Otis got the other color. If you go back,
What did Otis got another bike?
he bought the bike and took like all the parts off of it, sold them all, and then he's building it up like I don't know how.
Is he replacing the Midnight Special already?
I don't know.
You know he is.
Probably.
Is this the other one?
Yeah, that color. Or
So
that
this
frame,
is-
yeah.
So this is the same bike, but it's 700C instead of 650.
Yeah.
Can
Different.
you switch them between that, or is there something different about the frame?
You can.
So it's just how it comes stock is all there.
Yeah.
Well, that's also.
Yeah. There's.
Oh, I like this one much better. I don't like the teal,
No.
but I don't like Aaron's. Well, she's probably not watching, right? I'm not a fan of the color of her timberjack either. Malk, you're selling a B-17? What are you trying to get for it? I might want one for. I wouldn't mind having another B-17 for this. Oh wait, the wrong button. That one for the specialized. For the right price, and if it's the right color.
Yeah, I guess that does pudgy. It looks a little more tealy on the photo. I feel like when Otis pulled it out of the box, it looked like a real dark green. But
Oh, is this the one you liked?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were just being like a little lame with that light blue stuff. Get some of those toys, son. What did Scott said? He's currently on a C15. Jumped the gun and put him on 3 bikes. Love him, but maybe should have gone 17. I assume the 17 is just wider than the 15.
yeah.
What's my wax situation? I was doing good, and then I let it go a little bit too long, and then got it real dirty, and now I'm a little worried. But I'll see what Yanda did he look at the gunner at all today? I didn't expect him to if he didn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I want to see what Yanda has to say about it. The gunner's in the shop for a tune-up, for its checkup after. What do you guys recommend? I just randomly. How?
Otis says like 100 miles.
Oh, 100 miles?
Yeah.
I blasted it 100 miles in like a week after owning it. But so when someone buys a bike from the shop, what, you do a free tune-up checkover after 100 miles?
Yeah.
So Otis was saying I should have brought it in, and he's right because my cassette was loose. The shifting's not working right, especially in the front. I have to kick shift it.
So the brakes were.
Yeah, the brakes, that's normal, and I could adjust those on my own, but because I have those kind of brakes already. But Malk asked what you got. How much did you ride it? I'm being at like 60. I don't know. I have to see it. So yeah, the wax situation, like I said, I was wiping the chain down at first when it was dusty, put the drip wax on it at about 200 miles. They worked really well. Then we did a bunch of mountain biking with some creek crossings, and when I put the wax, I thought I wiped it down good enough, but when I put the wax on, there was where it like pooled underneath. It drips like right through. Mike had told me to put a rag underneath it when you're waxing it, and I was kind of in a hurry, and I didn't because it needs to like dry up. Like I could see that it was dirty, so I might have messed it up. We'll see. But I'm still on board with it. It's one of those things you have to do right, and you should be doing right with your chain lube anyway. So it's not like it's. But I did love the idea too of when you like go to. If you have to mess with something or fix something, like even like I said, my front derailleur, I was kick shifting it down from the big ring to the small one. And then if you do try and mess with something and your hands don't get dirty, it's so nice compared to a regular chain. So. Jay Dandy's here and missed the first round of maps.
Yep.
It was a good map too. It was the map we didn't even know about. We learned something tonight, Jay Dandy. Oh, Ron Stuff thought that was a bag of Quaaludes.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
I already grabbed one just in case. Look at this guy. A pro. Yinder said you're doing 100 miles wet wax and 1,000 full immersion. Yeah, the recommended from Silka is 200 miles wet, 2,000 full immersion, I believe is what they say you can do. But I don't think you would have a problem doing 100 miles wet. And I think you'll be able to tell if it's building up too much visually. So if you're doing it 100 and it looks like it's getting a little too much, yeah. One of the problems is I don't know, like, it's hard to pay attention to mileage. I don't know, just ride all the time, and I'm really only 2 different bikes, but hop on a couple other ones here and there. But I don't know, even doing like, we do Black Fork, 66 miles, ride to eat some food. Just anyone wearing headphones is screwed there. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to keep track. Like that weekend, I probably did 100 miles in a weekend. So, and then you're supposed to let it dry overnight with the wet wax. So maybe it's not the best thing for me. Not that great at planning ahead. You should have seen how we had to get the cassette on at the mountain bike course.
Yeah, that was.
You guys taking a tool and tapping in the cap.
Yeah, screwdriver.
Screwdriver with a little. What are you mounting it with? What, your water bottle?
Yeah, at first, and then one of those wrenches.
We did get it to tighten down. I mean, it was like where you could feel all the different loose cogs moving. What's up, William LeRon? $50 for the B17? I'm in. And Pudgy said it's essentially like new. What color? Did you guys say what color it is? Did I miss that?
That's like a couple hundred stickers you could.
Ben traded me the granola bars on the Gunner, the Velo Orange granola bars for stickers. So if anyone wants to do a sticker swap, let me know. I'm down with that too.
If anyone wants some bootleg stickers for $20, I got you. $20 a piece.
Oh yeah, if Nicole's going down there, that would be awesome. Nicole's, I think, going down to ride the pump track with them on, what do they do with that, Monday or something?
Pull up this pump track.
Oh, you want to see the pump track?
Yeah.
On the maps?
Yeah, why not?
Do you remember what they say the name of that park is, besides Dayton?
Just Google Dayton pump.
Dayton pumping.
Pumpkin glow.
Oh wait, I don't have it on the. I don't have it so these people can see it. Good thing we were on maps when I typed that in. I think I have safe search turned off. Lebanon Mountain Bike Park. Dayton Bike Yard, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, but you just said that.
Whoops. Yeah. You go satellite, see how. Wait, where'd it go?
It's up.
Ah. Oh, this must be before it was built, huh? Or is there just one line right here?
Talking about maps.
Maps, yeah.
I like the newest, latest satellites at like $500,000.
How do you know?
Since I've looked at it.
Huh. You're into pump tracks?
I'm into pump tracks.
Dave, our cameraman's into pump tracks. What's at D? Oh, sending some tires up for Aaron too. Nice.
You want to go over there and walk around?
A great place to bike, walk, and play. Yeah, let's go walk over there. I'm gonna come down, Pudgy, but I'm not gonna bring a bike. I'm just gonna walk. Then again, when I go with Joey, when we travel, I mostly do walk because we only have skateboards. And I thought, like, I watched his videos of riding the pump tracks, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this. And I'm like, man, turns out I haven't skateboarded in a long time. I'm gonna die if I try to drop in on this thing.
Oh, they have a perimeter trail. Pump track, bicycle playground.
Ah, that's where you walk, huh?
Yeah.
Just walk the perimeter. Bouncing bike like asked if I'm trying to get 6,000 miles again this year. I always say like this early in the season, my goal is just anything over 5,000 will be a good year, and then once it gets into the fall, like sometimes I like the challenge of trying to like race to some mileage goal, but we'll see. So, Brett H. Hey from Coast Highway, San Diego. What's up? What's the riding like in San Diego? I've never been to California, period.
What do you look on?
You been to San Diego?
Oh yeah.
Did you ride a bike there?
Nope.
Ah. Did you see people riding bikes there?
Nope.
My uncle lives in
quiet.
San Diego. Rides bikes.
What does he think about living and riding in San Diego?
He likes it. He's been there as long as I can remember. What do you go to down here?
For us,
Yeah.
5D. Yeah, so 5D, web, GoPro. Dual cams is both cams. What's up, Blackball Chris? Did I see Chris FYB jumped in here too? Yeah. Chris came out and rode with us in a little industrial gravel ride meetup. So the FYB. Yanda said if I'm going to die skateboarding, please start a new YouTube channel for it first.
Maybe kayaking too.
Yeah.
Fitzwater Extreme Sports.
They kayak here, right down the street. I don't know anything about kayaking, though. More of a canoeer, you know? What's so funny about that? What's everyone laughing?
How about that jump line at East Rim?
That jump line at East Rim is a blast.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I didn't go all the way down. I do want to try it out at some point. But what'd you say it gets like past where we turned off?
It gets a little more intense, I'd say. Just steeper and bigger jumps and stuff.
Like the last one we go off before? Like,
Yeah, kind of not quite that big that the farthest I went down to the second cutoff. So I don't know how much gnarlier it gets, but it was cool.
yeah, I want to try it more. But we were saying, so Chris FYB just brought up Rays, which we never go to. But to me, like, that was like so people say how if you ride at Rays, which is the indoor mountain bike park, you can pick up skills so fast. That little jump line at East Rim, I feel like is a way to pick up skills really fast too, because I think I ran the GoPro for a full, or like at the first cutoff it was like about 1:20 to get down it at our pace. Like the fast people, like the PRs were like at 45 seconds maybe. So maybe if you're middle of the road mountain biker, a minute to get down it.
Yeah,
And then the
I
class.
was timing when I was waiting for you guys to see like how long I could, make it back to the parking lot to meet you guys, and it was about a minute to get down, and then like 2 to 2.5 minutes to get back up to
Oh,
the
really?
top.
Is that it?
Yeah, 3
And the-
minutes maybe.
And the way back up, you don't have to get on the normal mountain bike trail, so it's kind of a straight shot. There's one little challenging segment that like pitches up and is a little rocky, but not big rocks, just a little loose. But anyone who mountain bikes wouldn't have any trouble with it, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's like the emergency, like if somebody gets hurt, like they drive down that way, but you can hop on it to bail out of the jump line.
Yeah, so we rode it 3 times, being there, even doing the two, did each of the big loops at East Rim once, and then rode that 3 times. And I already started getting the feeling a little more for tabletops. Not that I was launching the tabletops, but I could see how if you did it over and over again, that's like you could really learn to hit that stuff. But the little bumps, I was getting my little bit of air over, felt like my back wheel, like the bike drift once when it hit that it was sideways. I'm like, oh, that means I was off the ground. So. Diversity Love needs a bicycle ride to McDonald's. I'm surprised on the Velo Orange rack they didn't have to put like a sticker like no passengers, because that would be like such a thing that they have to, everyone has to account for. Brett H said, we've got a lot of nice canyon rides in coastal range. The first highway along the coast here was built by bicycle clubs before the cars. Huh. Yeah, I don't even really know much about the topography of San Diego or anything.
Yeah. I know we went up to like a little hill. That's about it.
That's all you need to know.
Like a mini mountain.
They got a little hill out there.
We drove from Tucson to stay with my aunt and uncle for a couple nights. So you drive through like mountain ranges, like in between, but once you're there, it's just coastal.
Down
feel
the
like
beach.
kind of like rolling-ish, but
Jay Danny was there in the 80s. Said the infrastructure was ahead of its time. Nice. Yeah, I was telling Chris FYB, we were chatting on YouTube about, like in the comments, after Hampton, I was like, he needs to come out and ride that. Hampton and East Rim, because does Ray's close on Memorial Day? I don't know. I know it's closed for the summer. I think I saw them talking about how many weekends they have left or whatever. Have you been to Ray's? No. Used bikes. What? Do you understand this comment?
which one?
Instant Jello in the box when you add slices of tangerine or grapes or something like that kind of trick. That's what he thinks of chain wax.
I don't know. Suspended in gel.
I don't know. I know you're making a joke. I'm just not getting it. Oh yeah, Blackball said if you're going to be a mountain biker, you have to stop measuring your annual cycling goals in terms of distance. Aaron said the same thing. With Strava now, you could actually set I never do it, but you could put the kind of ride you're doing. And she said she has a separate mountain biking mileage goal. And it makes sense. The more you mountain bike, the less miles you'll get. It's funny though, by the way, I'm not a mountain biker, because you're doing more climbing. You're doing like climbing or stuff and stuff. It doesn't really change it as much for me, because like even we went to East Rim on Monday, and I still ended up with a 40-mile ride because I rode to East Rim, rode home, and did a loop out of it too. But yeah, if we were like when we hit Hampton, for me, like I ended up with like a 17 or 20-mile ride to ride to Hampton and back. Whereas if I was just riding my bike, I might have gone 30 or something. But the thing is, Aaron bought a new mountain bike. We've been hitting the mountain bike trails. Like, that's still not what I'm going to do every day instead of everything else. So even if it brought it down a tiny bit, it wouldn't be, I don't think, huge. So, and I don't ever see myself driving to Hampton. So it's just close enough for me. But Malk said he went to Ray's last year on his birthday with this karate monkey and broke his shoulder. That's why, it's still one of the reasons. I always feel like I'd hurt myself if I went to Ray's.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those places where you actually get there and like, know your limits. You would probably be fine. Like I don't know. It always takes me like a long time to do something that I've never done.
Yeah, and I don't like doing it in front of other people. And Ray's, I feel like Like at the mountain bike trails, I could go when I know they're going to be kind of empty, and I went a couple times and got used to it. And now I still don't want to go when they're packed, but I realize that like people are spaced out. You don't even when I've seen the lot like reasonably full at Hampton, I'm not really running into people. Or like I said at Hampton too, with the long downhill on the main part where people really want to go fast, you can tell when they're coming pretty well. I feel like we were saying that I think on Monday, right? That Eastern might be a little different if it was crowded because it's so much more windy and technical. But again, I mean, I don't think people would be getting mad at you. I just still have a personal thing that I don't want to get in people's way. So, but I am going faster now too, so it's less likely. But we jumped off like when the rock gardens and we saw someone coming, we're able to move to the side and let the guy with the full suspension bike ride up it. It hasn't been a problem. So, oh, used bikes is saying that waxing a chain is like Jello with fruit suspended in it. I get it. He's just saying there's particulate in wax, and he thinks it's a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's just a different way of lubing your chain. I mean, there's nothing. It's not a gimmick. It's just whether you want to go through the effort. I mean, it works. It's proved to work. It's proved to make your chain and drivetrain last longer, but that's if you go through the effort to do it right. So I'd have to disagree that it's a gimmick, but I could totally understand why people don't want to do it, and I've only done it on one bike. So it's a process. You could just buy a new chain, run it for 50 miles, and then all you have to do is lube it. So. Fudgy said, as someone who likes doing it in front of other people, unlike Timmy, I rode Ray's and I went up and down on him, even jumped him a few times.
I think Ray's too. That place is big enough where if you go on like a slower day or maybe like earlier in the day, I bet you'd be fine. Because like the stuff that I would be riding versus what the people, more comfortable with other stuff, I feel like you wouldn't really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brett H said something that I think is worth talking about here. He said, I did the whole chain wax thing 30 some years ago and it was a fad. I hear that kind of sentiment about a lot of stuff in everything in life, whether it's cycling related or whatever. Like, you did it 30 years ago. You didn't do it with the stuff that's made now 30 years ago. Like, I've read about like what people used to wax their chains with. It's not what Silka's making. It's not what these other brands are making. So not to like, no, to discount your comment actually, because it's not an apples to apples comparison. Like, people weren't doing it with like the information or the products we have now. I think they're two different things. To say like, there was I think people were paraffin waxing their chains back then. That's not what Silka's products are. So, and again, I have one bike out of whatever, 15 that has a wax chain. So far, I'm digging it, but I've noticed the downsides of the effort, and you do have to be more particular of keeping up on it. But I think if you want to go by the science, it's pretty clear that it's a better way to do things if you do it right. It will save you money, but yeah. It'd be like I tried mountain biking 30 years ago. It's not for me. But mountain bikes don't even look anything like they did 30 years ago. Or, you could say the same thing with road bikes. If you were like, oh man, those bikes 30 years ago were sluggish up hills, and man, you really had to grind a hard gear. That's not relevant now. We have wide range cassettes. We have group sets that could hit wide ranges. So, I don't know. Don't compare the past unless you want to do it, because I like old bikes, but technology-wise, it's not the same. Yanda said, so Bike said he uses wax on his mountain bikes, normal chain lube on your gravel bikes, stays a bit cleaner on the full squish. And Yanda is someone who doesn't ride that much, really likes wax because his bikes sit around. So if his bikes are sitting for a long time, wax doesn't degrade at all. So it's almost like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh yeah, it would be even better on something you don't ride all the time. It's going to hang all winter, a wax chain. I was thinking that about my winter bike, which this year I only rode or like my snow bike, which I only rode twice, if that had a wax chain, then I could just like right now I'd just be hanging it up in the rafters, and now instead I keep putting off cleaning it up really well, lubing the chain really well so nothing gets rusty while it sits all summer. So. So I'm saying, yeah, it was paraffin wax back then. So. Pudgy said biopace, or what do the Italians call it? Biopace. He said that was a trend that they got, a fad that they got right. That's what's going on. I do have some biopace for this. It'll be a triple. So.
You could suspend a bike in Jello.
You could also suspend a bike in Jello. Not Jello jokes from this guy.
I'm more of a pudding guy.
Yeah. What's the pudding with the lumps in it?
Cottage cheese.
Lumps in it?
Cottage cheese. Isn't there a pudding though that they make with like the bumps like cottage cheese?
I think that's just bad pudding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Old school wax compared to what like Silk and them are making now. It's also expensive though, so that's another downside. Oh, Lanky's up in here, but he already retracted his message before we even got to read it. What did Ron say? Way I figure if I dump my dirty chain in a full immersion, it'll still be cleaner than goosing it with whatever oil is sitting on my shelf. Chain stretch cassettes get effed my life. Lanky said he's going to stop waxing his chain because he wants to destroy his drivetrain so his local bike shop has some work to do. Is that why Otis hates wax chains so much?
Does he?
Oh, you haven't heard about Otis's wax chain hatred?
No.
Yeah. He's
Used Black says rice pudding.
rice pudding?
Is that the chunky pudding? And William LeBron.
Oh, is it bread pudding or bread something?
Bread pudding is like an actual like cake thing.
Yeah, you're right.
The British call all desserts pretty much puddings. So like we've taken some of their words that aren't what we like
Or
in the
biscuits.
US. Or biscuits. Biscuits. Tapioca. Tapioca.
Oh, with the little balls in it?
Yeah. I knew there was a pudding that was like cottage cheese consistency, but I loved tapioca as a kid. And then I remember at one point I was eating it and I was just like, I think I'm gonna be sick. Like, and now I'm still like that. I used to like cottage cheese too. I just if I'm gonna go for something like liquidy, I just want it to be smooth.
That boba pudding.
Isn't boba a tea? Chris said his chain is still dirty from Akron. I have those bad times where it's like I hear it squeaking. I'm like, God damn it! The guy really pushed it a little too far. Oh, Yinzer said, no joke. There's seagrass from Akron's finest pond stuck between his chain rings. I finally cleaned the rally. Was I riding the rally that day? Yeah, I had a lot of. No, I rode the Gunner. But yeah, there was like, yeah, what was that stuff? Yeah, it was like seaweed. That's what it looked like when we got back. All over the wheels and everything. We decided to avoid a puddle, but instead we just went through a swamp. We would have made, there was concrete with a puddle where a drain wasn't working anymore, and we would have been just so much better going through that like we had before. But
Where were you?
over by the air dock.
Yeah.
Just like if there's a little cut called Haley's Run, just this little bike path, walking path that no one knows about, that someone got on my case for ruining the pristine environment in. But bring that up every time. I posted that video. In the beginning, I showed us like trying to get around it, and people jumped off. They're walking through it, getting their feet soaked before we even stopped for lunch or the brewery or anything. And they posted that as like the little teaser in the video. And of course, I could tell this person that's all they watch. And it's like, you shouldn't be widening the trails or ruining environment and all that. It's like, we're in an industrial wasteland. Watch the rest of the video and you'll see where we are. Like, this is,
Backside of a tire factory.
yeah, they're probably, yeah, this is a super fun site. You know? We're following like tracks where people have clearly been riding like their four-wheelers and like dirt bikes to get around the puddle, you know, like, anyways. I think they're nicknamed you Tapioca Dave now.
Otis just doesn't think wax lasts long enough. Most of us won't keep up with re-waxing enough to make it worth it.
That's what Jay Danny was saying. Otis doesn't, okay. Yeah, I mean, he was getting on my case at the mountain bike. I got a little bit of a squeak in there, like when we got to the mountain bike trails, and I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm at about 200 miles, so I guess I didn't keep up enough or whatever. I'm not going to go with the Scott that waxing a chain is like shaving your legs. It has benefits for certain people. Come on, that's a reach. It's a different way to do things. that's a little.
So what is the benefit? What's supposed to be?
The benefit of
Yes.
waxing your chain. If you keep up on it, it will extend the life of your drivetrain, because like lubing your chain always picks up grit, and there's always little particles rubbing down your drive chain. Wax keeps most of that out of there. The other benefit is that, like I said, you get a flat, you drop a chain, your hands aren't covered in dirty grease and oil. The main benefit is it's longer lasting. It makes your drivetrain last longer. So, and I feel like a lot of people like degrease and regrease their chains and all that kind of stuff, and that's all a pain in the ass.
Where I'm coming from. Tri-flowing before every ride.
You tri-flow before every ride?
Right.
So
Well,
you're
I'm not riding 40 miles a day.
You're supposed to lube your chain after, clean and lube after a ride. It's supposed to have time to silk in. If you lube your chain before a ride, according to nerds, it picks up that.
According to nerds.
It picks up the more of the dirt, and then more of the dirt is in there grinding your stuff down. But Otis gave me a sample of a different lube that you're supposed to be able to put on before a ride because it cleans as it works in or whatever. Right. But yeah, I don't know.
I guess that makes sense.
Mechanic said WD-40 is the only thing you should use. Otis gets so mad at me about the WD-40. Bike said random comment, but he's been hooked on old shovel videos. Yeah, a lot of people on this channel I know check them out. So
Chris Pistofferson said Bushill T9, bro.
Bushill T9, bro.
That's a chain lube.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I got Tri-Flow, and then I got a couple other ones that I don't like. I still like, for regular lubing, Tri-Flow is my favorite. Regular lubing.
Or regularly.
Yeah. Chuckles is up in here. I use WD-40 on my, like I used it for years on my old mountain bike that still runs with mostly original components, not to lube the chain, but to like clean components, which is what WD-40, water dispersal. Like, so a bike that like is out in all the shit, I use it on all the little moving parts and wipe them down. You still should use regular lube at some point on those parts, but a bike that I bring in covered in snow, I WD-40 the shit out of that thing.
You clean with WD and then you tri-flow everything.
Yeah, exactly. Pudgy said it already. Yeah, it's not ideal for lube, but not bad for cleaning. Yeah.
Plus tri-flow smells like fake bananas. Like fake banana flavoring.
Trifo smells like fake bananas. Yeah, oh man, it kind of does.
It does.
Yeah. Just registered the name Chain Pudding. You take the chain off if you're going to do a hot wax. You don't take it off if you're doing a drip wax. Drip wax, you do it just like lubing your chain. The only difference is it's supposed to sit overnight then. The Silka stuff is the exact same formula in the drip wax as the hot wax, but it has water in it. So they emulsify it in the water. So you need to put it on and then the water evaporates and then your chain is waxed again. Either way, your chain is supposed to be 100% clean when you do it. But hell, Dylan's in here. What's up, Dylan? 27-month Durace member. 27 months. This channel's been monetized for 27 months. I can't believe it.
And what did he say?
What up, MTB bros? He commented on Strava the other day. He said year of the mountain bike. So Jay Danny said WD-40 is good if you don't want lube on your chain.
Pudgy said, Triflow definitely smells like fake nanners.
Fake nanners. We need someone to super chat because then it would have like 5 English bananas in it.
Banana.
What did William LeBron say? Learned something a month ago, broke my chain, put it back together, took off your dirty grease hands and rubbed a bunch of dirt on them and was surprised my hands were clean. Oh, use like dirt to get.
Hell yeah.
You know this trick?
That's how you get the oil and the grease off your hands.
Oh,
You get
just-
a little handful of dirt
Dry dirt, you just.
from the farm.
Oh, yeah, I guess we did do that all the time. I just never thought about it. We use the.
You wouldn't want to touch your tape after that.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Your tape? We also do that when we drink beers. That was your method. We realized
yeah.
how you can never get all the beer out of the bottom of a beer can, and we don't leave them out like where we're going. So we're always trying to put a beer can back in your bag after we crunch it. Put some some of the dry dirt in there. Shake it around, dump it out. No drips in your bike bag. Pro tip.
Mike asked who's in the studio audience.
Oh, what was his new nickname? What?
Tapioca Dave.
Tapioca Dave. Yeah, we've got Goddess up in here running camera. Bouncing Bike Life wants to know if chamois butter and KY mix okay.
I don't know.
I was looking at you for that one. How you doing, Micah? What are you up to on this Tuesday? Yanda list Tuesday? Oh, did Yanda give me wolf tooth? Love that stuff. Self-cleaning works. Hey, Dave, can you do me a solid?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Right at the beginning of that table, past those shelves, there's a tiny bottle of yellow lube.
Dylan, Tim hates it, and I like it.
No, this is
I think that's who
The same stuff.
makes Wolf Tooth chain lube.
Focus. I know it doesn't work.
Try not.
Dumond.
Yeah, so Dumond
I'm gonna go.
Tech Light Formula. If Dylan says it works, I believe him. Apply sparingly, wipe off excess. Do not reapply until you begin to hear your chain. Really? They would say, that's going to be at a bad... Well, I guess you carry one of these little ones with you then. 'Cause I guess when we're on tour, we always make sure we have a little bit of lube.
That Wolf Tooth stuff is the stuff that you don't like because it doesn't last super long. The
Oh, I
dark
thought there
green
was-
stuff.
Dark green? Huh.
Yeah. I like
Oh,
it.
Finish Line is what I didn't like. Oh, what's this stuff?
It's terrible.
I guess I got... Yeah, I didn't like the... Well, no, Finish Line, this is the ceramic. The Finish Line ceramic was okay. I didn't mind this. It turned your chain black instantly,
That,
which
yeah, it gets your chain so filthy.
it's black instantly with that stuff, which I wasn't crazy about. This is the stuff I hated.
Pedro's.
Yeah, it was like an organic one, and Otis was like really into it for a minute. Then I was like, this stuff wears off in like 10 seconds. There's a reason you have to use like... It smells really good though. Want to take a whiff?
I do.
It just wears off like instantly. It's better for the environment in every way, and you know why, because it's got nothing in it.
It smells like pesticides.
Oh, really? You weren't into it?
You like that? For real?
We should have a, I should make a whole YouTube video of just, not about how their quality, just their aroma.
An ASMR.
Smells like Simple Green. The green stuff.
You trying to hit this?
Now,
This-
why are you running all wet lube? It's just what you got.
I just, it's Ohio. Like, dry lube, I don't think, like, when can you really run dry lube in Ohio?
Okay, aren't you riding in gravel all day long?
But it always, like, rains and shit. There's puddles. I don't think you could run. Do you run dry lube on anything?
I never have, but
I know people switch during the seasons, but in Ohio, I don't think there's a place for dry lube.
I think there is. It just I already have wet lube.
Why change now? I got this too when Otis bought that. Or got that all this stuff from that bike shop. This is
Muck off.
C3 muck off ceramic premium dry. It says dry to damp conditions. That's the problem. I don't know. Like, we can't trust our forecast around here. Like, you could think it's going to be dry for a week and then it's just going to rain. I just run wet lube. I don't know. I do like this one's applicator. It's like, tall and thin, kind of my type.
Let me hit that.
Want to hit that? That's got a unique smell. Oh,
They
man.
make their stuff
You gotta,
smell like candy.
do they?
Yeah.
It is sweet. You want to try it?
Yeah.
What would you?
Be careful. We got a little bit of. That's a fairly full bottle. Don't hoot it too much. Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision.
Shampoo,
Shampoo, you said? Ben said candy.
candy. What are they marketing to little kids?
Yeah.
Trying
taking
to
a
get them hooked.
taking a page out of Camel's playbook, huh?
I have some of their wet lube, and it actually ships with a little black light. So it's like
Oh, so you could see where it's hitting the chain?
you could see when to reapply it.
Hmm.
I have never used a little light. In fact, I put it on the bathroom keys.
That's a bathroom case. Oh, gross. We did not see what the Dumond
Dumond.
smells like. it's for something that's supposed to be self-cleaning. It has a cleansing smell, like a cleaner, not a cleansing smell. Trying to hit this.
Smells like lemon.
Dave. Let me grab
Don't mind if I do.
my chain lube.
Oh, you have a different lube in there. Yeah, let's see what yours.
I have the wolf tooth stuff.
What do you think of that?
That smells like lube. That smells like.
That's what I was
chain.
saying. That smells like more chemically, like lube, like
That smells like it's supposed to smell.
yeah. Do you think they're adding anything to the other ones? I mean,
This one for sure.
the muck off.
Yeah.
Think they're adding something to this?
This stuff has more of a grease smell to it.
Dylan said Dumande smells like cilantro. Dumond.
Cilantro.
Wait, you guys didn't like the Pedros? Let me.
No, that's terrible.
Oh no, yeah. I think I liked it as I think it needs to be more of a, like as a waft, as, you know, if it was just like.
Little goes a long way.
Oh, I have one. That's the one I keep in my. That's wolf tooth.
Yeah.
I keep this. I have a little one of these. I think I keep in my bag for emergencies. That's not. Yeah, that's just like that's. This is what lube should smell like. This is like straight out of Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, that smells like a garage.
A garage. He said, yeah. When I was growing up, I
Man,
just
Yanda's missing out.
yeah, Yanda is. I am so high. Is that all the bike loop flavors we have for the evening?
What,
We did a New Year's stream where we ended up doing a Kit Kat
How about this cami cream?
chamois cream. When I was growing up, my dad had like these things in the garage, and this is like this is like all I ever lubed my bike chains with. I'd be like, whatever's in there, it's got to be good enough.
Oh, you're on that Tin Man shit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it, man. Shit. This is like, it doesn't get more classic, like oiling something than this can right here, right? I think I have two of them. I think I took them from a duplex I lived at. I was like, these are coming with me. Oh yeah. This guy too. That's manufactured in the USA. This is all you ever need. All this bike specific stuff is a scam.
10W30.
Yeah, just flavors of this stuff. 10W30. Oh, we got to smell the waxes.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, let's see what's really better. Let's see what is really the better product. So we've got Super Secret by Silka, and this is stuff they gave us at Black Fork. What is the name? Oh, Squirt, is that the name?
Yeah.
And they have like a little splooge? Wow, that's interesting branding. I don't think this one smells like anything. Just like how it keeps your hands
Clean
clean, it
too.
also has no odor. What if it said odorless? I don't know. Yeah. Tell me. You have to shake. I didn't shake it enough. I didn't get the jello, the suspended fruit going.
I don't smell it.
I'm watching you intensely try to smell that lube.
It's like a.
Oh, got Silka a little too close.
Got a little squirt there.
Yeah, that's never happened to me before. Silka has a little bit of an odor. Now I got to be cautious because I almost waxed my nose.
Smells like a bar soap, like in a visitor's restroom. That you're not
It's
sure
gonna
if
go-
you're supposed to use it or not.
Bar of soap in a visitor's restroom.
Like, is that decorative or am I supposed to wash my
Yeah,
hands?
that's got a little scent
Oh, let's
to
see
it.
now you got it. It's like an IPA. You got to open it up all the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just it's not much though. It's mild. What do you
Can't
say?
really pinpoint that one.
Micah said, "Is this where Ben says I'm happy to drive you home, but if you sniff one more lube, I'm out of here." Before we started sniffing all this lube, should we check in with what anybody else is doing on this live stream? You know how they allow you to now, or YouTube like can turn anything to a podcast now? I just need to cut the lube part into a podcast. Let's see. Where are we at?
Demond smells like cilantro.
Where do you see that?
Blacklight trick works.
The blacklight trick works. Got a no light from Tim that has a UV feature, and you can see your ceramic spray is wearing off the frame. Oh yeah, that's right. I've one they originally sent me has the blacklight on it. What did Otis said like something as soon as I showed him? I'm like, it has like a UV feature, and then he said something that like instantly made me feel like sick to my stomach.
Otis?
Yeah. You look at him, you're like, he's like, what do you need to see? I can't even think of the gross way he worded that. Like, Paul Sterling said frog spawn. William LeBron likes the smell of muck off dry lube. Oh, so he knows that one. Yeah, Mason. I agree with Mason. Mason says dry to damp conditions. Feels like it'd be weak. He wants his chain lubricated for use in the Everglades. In Ohio too, it's just always humid. I don't know. I'll take your word for it that you would use it sometimes if you had it. But Chris FYB said he would describe white lightning as fresh laundry and chemicals. Next week we see what lubes taste best on our favorite foods. And some of you thought Maps was the low point. Just
Wait,
use Proofide.
Did we smell the Triflow?
Oh, we didn't smell the Triflow. Sorry. If you want to deal with the
Not really.
just talking to the rest of the chat. No, just
Dylan said just use Proofide. Strawberry shortcake.
Proofide smells delicious too.
Yeah, Proofide does smell good.
I mean, it's something you're supposed to put on, like basically, cow material. So
What's your point?
you guys are right. Triflow is just.
It smells great.
It's like if banana runts had an odor, they don't. This is what they would smell like.
It's like a banana popsicle.
Yeah. Banana popsicle, yeah, or like a banana cream pie.
If banana runts had a smell.
Yeah. This is what banana runts taste like.
This is like Hot Ones, but you melt brain cells instead of taste buds.
Yeah, we get dumber because we're sniffing lube. Oh, what does this say?
If the Ramones
Do not
were,
inhale.
if the Ramones were more current and hipsters, this would be their replacement for spray paint and a paper bag.
Now I wanna sniff some lube. Do you want to get ahead of this?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what it's like, but you still like it. Ron Stuff said he's poured cheese dip on his chain in an emergency. I always hear olive oil. If you're in a real emergency, you could do olive oil or something.
I feel like I've seen that Spio guy do that.
Spio? Oh yeah. Chris FYB, he was talking about my old school oil cans. He said, those oil cans are like pigeon. No one knows where they come from. They just appear one day. Ever see a baby pigeon?
Yeah, he's got a point.
It does have a point. Put some on your back. Oh, yeah.
Bill asked if we were huffing Tri-Flow. We got a
Oh, yeah, we're huffing.
few options.
Yeah, we're not just huffing one thing here today.
A smell test.
Yeah. There's a camera reviewer, Jared Pollan. He always does a wind tunnel test and a smell test of new camera gear. And he just blows on it. He's like, okay, pass the wind tunnel test. And then he smells, he's like, it must be something like this that started as a joke early on. And he's like a 5 million YouTube follower, guy. Farley says, just tuned in, so we're huffing lube now. You knew it'd get to this point eventually.
We're good. It
Yeah.
says no VOCs.
What did it say?
No VOCs.
What are VOCs?
The bad stuff in spray paint.
Oh. Is that like when something that would have never had gluten anyway says like gluten free?
No, it's actually like depleted the ozone.
Ah, okay. This also
It's
has
actually terrible.
no PFAS. Do you know what PFAS are?
I'm not worried about drinking out of that bottle, so. Isn't that the stuff that goes in your water from plastic water bottles?
God, look at this guy. You used to be
Fucking nerd.
God, you used to be so fucking conservative. Now you know what PFAS and Vox are? Vegetarian? What happened to you, man?
Who hurts you so bad?
Yeah, who hurt you so bad?
If the Ramones were alive.
Is this the trailer for the live action version of Beavis and Butthead? I don't know why I pluralized Butthead, but yeah. All right, Chris FYB. See you later. Old baby pidge. All right, what's up? D'Amico's in here. Have you gotten out on your mountain bike yet, D'Amico? He's jumping back in the game after. Did you see in Discord? I know it's been years. So. We were talking about the trails we poached when we were younger. We didn't hang out together, but we both were pre-mountain bike trails when you had to poach trails around town. Is this a TikTok challenge? The 7-Eleven hot dog will grease your chain for the next 50 miles. That probably would work, right? Yindra says PFAS, PFAS. I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce it like it's NASA. I hate when people do that with ISO. Or there's two I can't stand. Oh, KOM. Have you ever heard people say COM?
No.
GP Llama, who's a bike tech reviewer, always calls it. And I got the COM, and I'm like, no one says that. But he's famous, so maybe a lot of people say it now.
I do like in the track world, there's JIS,
Yeah.
the Japanese something standard.
What
You would pronounce jizz.
Do you pronounce it? Jim?
No. Well, I do as a joke, but I know.
Someone comes in the shop and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is just standard. Where was I anyways? PFAS. Man, ACE. I can't even. PFAS are coating chemicals, forever chemicals, and non-stick stuff. Super hard to break up, so that's why there's sometimes put them in wax. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's why Silka's saying that Silka does have on their website, and from watching the videos of how to do this, like a lot of stuff about their environmental stewardship for a company that makes chemicals. The only thing is, if you ever buy Silka and they ask if you want to be on their mailing list, say no. They're an everyday company. Like some people like have those mailing lists, and you're like, you get one like once a month, and you're like, okay, you might check it out a little bit. Silka, man, they're worse than Spectrum. Fuck. Like every time I go out to my mailbox, I'm like, oh, time to check for the Spectrum stuff to throw away. I'm like, oh, 3 today. Like, and different packaging. Like I got one in a brown envelope today. It's like open immediately, and then I see like Spectrum written somewhere. I'm like, anyways, side rant. Oh, D'Amico's picking up his mountain bike on Thursday. Nice. All right, Brett H. See it. Oh, D'Amico said it's been like 15 years since he was riding. Nice. Japanese International Standard. Yeah, what's the other one? English Standard? If it's not JIS, it would be, I don't know, whatever. No one gives a fuck. No one says for QM, quam. I do feel like my nostrils are now coated with something. Let's see if anyone else has environmental. This one you have to keep out of reach of children. So. Oh, this has a medical emergency number on it. Maybe we shouldn't have been hooting it.
No, you just don't dump it in your eye.
Just keep it out of your eyes. Oh, man, this went downhill fast. What? Ron Stuff says, I'll read this out loud for Dave's benefit. My grandmom put a PFAS coated pan on her oven, forgot about it, and the fumes killed her pet canary. I understand that. I didn't read that correctly, but get the gist. BSA. Yeah, British Standard. Dave's going back for some more Triflow, by the way. This is off camera, but he's got a problem. He reached out for the Triflow. Yanda said it killed his finches.
That's what I was looking for. Use only with adequate ventilation.
Does it say that?
On the Triflow.
Triflow says
That's cool.
Triflow says use only with adequate ventilation. Man, then why make it smell so good? Wow, that's funny that they literally say that. They warn you about skin contact on Triflow.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. You're like,
in my nighttime routine.
yeah. Wow, who knew? They make it smell like bananas, and you're not even supposed to go anywhere near this stuff without a hazmat suit.
Looks like I'm getting some workman's comp.
See if Pedro's got any warnings. Flammable, eye irritant. Do not smoke. How would I smoke it? We're gonna like freebase it? Do not swallow. I mean eyes, all the normal stuff. Contains ethanol. Oh, that's why this stuff's so. This one they're worried about fire. Triflow, you can't even go anywhere near. Let's see if the other wax, wet wax, has any warnings. Well, I think we found another benefit of waxing your chain. It doesn't kill you.
Safer.
Yeah, it doesn't kill you and your pet birds, apparently.
The term BSA stands for Birmingham Small Arms, a British company that produced bicycles, cars, and other durable goods. Copied that off Park Tools site.
I never would have guessed that. Yeah. Birmingham Small Arms. That's amazing. Tim never swallows, so he's not worried.
Guess this is Tim's last live stream. Get your Brooks mentioned in while you still can.
Oh shit, thousands of bike mechanics just died. Oh, Jay Danny said, I think we need to circle back on the learn something map. I don't remember. I do have my, like, as being a canoeer still pulled up here. Oh, so this is, have you ever seen this? So that's, I was telling you by Jake's Rocks how we used to canoe down by the dam. It's Kyle and his girlfriend at the time. That's where they would drop us off. That's what I'm saying, we need to do a combined mountain bike canoe trip.
You haven't done that yet?
Now, do you know?
The Allegheny? You're talking about the Allegheny, right?
Yeah, so it turns out where we go out in PA to mountain bike is right above the Kinzu Dam where we used to start that overnight trip.
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
That's an old one. There's Dave. Get Tapioca Dave in there. There's a in the corner. Yeah, there we go. There's. I think you're wearing the same shirt tonight.
Probably.
Dave and Trumbo. Oh, you
So I
guys
was just gonna
canoed
ask,
together.
Was that with Josh?
That's on film. I shot that on film. I mean, it's in the digital era, but any of you kids think you're real hipsters. I shot this. I uploaded it on 2011, but I think that trip was even a few years before
way
that.
Before that.
Yeah.
Oh, baby Tim.
Yeah. I'm still wearing Vans old schools though. Oh, that was one. We did this trip a number. Look at Dave. Got his Diet Dr. Pepper in his hand. Fucking sprawled out.
That's a good one.
We used to say we would get out in the canoe and everyone would be paddling around, like, all into it. And then, like, 3 hours in, everyone's just drunk, laid back,
yeah.
like, feet hanging out of the
Doesn't take
canoe.
long.
There's Dave, too.
This guy.
Oh, Eric. Eric's smoking with his cigarette. Smoking with his cigarette. Smoking with his PBR. That's what I meant to say. Go down. There's Dave. Look at this camper. We woke up the next morning and it was pouring rain. And Dave's standing by the fire with his, like, rain jacket just, like, tight around him. And he's like, I fucking hate camping. Yeah, that's that refinery we passed by on the way.
Oh,
That camping trip, the amazing
Oh,
thing.
shit, that's gotta be real close then.
Yeah. Yeah, this trip you get out on, and like I said, it's just about the time for us that we get drunk. Like, you pass the refinery, no big deal, we're all still kind of paddling, and then you get buzzed. And right past the refinery, it hits the one section of rapids. The river narrows and gets deep. And it's like, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, all hands on, it's like all hands on deck, because you have to keep the canoe straight and everything. But the one trip, Eric, we brought a radio so we could hear the Cavs. The Cavs were in the playoffs, and it's when LeBron, and we're like obsessed, like we need to hear, the Cavs playoff game tonight. Those idiots, they pull the radio out, set it on top of one of the, like a cooler or the bench or something like that, and lean over, and it goes into the water like, 20 seconds after they pulled that thing out? Yeah.
Was that after they went and just knocked on a random door?
That's why they were doing that, to try and find one.
Oh, that's
they,
right.
they went and they took the canoes across to the houses where we were camped to try and find a radio so we could hear the
Drunk
game.
dirtbags just come out of the door.
The first place the guy yelled at him and pulled out a gun. Anyways,
Come on, man, I'm just trying to sniff some chain loop.
He's married with children, Pudgy. Oh, Yanda says they kayak float out there about a dozen times a year. You could start at the Kinzu and go all the way down to East Brady without a lock dam issue. Yeah, our joke was always, I didn't know there was any, our joke was always that we were going to wake up like floating past Pittsburgh one like in the morning. But yeah, we did an overnighter. We just picked one of those islands to camp on. So
I think Triflow got banned in UK.
Oh.
Haven't smelt since the 90s.
well, the UK could probably bring it back now. It's probably like an EU thing, right? So now you got that. Now that you've Brexited, you guys could smell that banana again. Everything about that came out weird, including that part. It's banana essence for sure. No, it's artificial banana. It's like anything that fake banana is what it smells like. You're gonna hit that one more time. I could be your Triflow plug. Should we start like should we start like an illegal? Is that the next way to make some money down around here? Sneaking Triflow into like the EU. People missing that banana.
What are you in for? Smuggling Triflow?
What do you?
Smuggling light oil?
There's a message in the Discord. Ooh, I like that. It's, Dylan's got some Akron-looking stuff going on here.
The drop bars.
Yeah. How's he shifting that? What's he running on that? Okay, let's see how that shifts.
Friction on the bar end.
Like a Gavinol?
Bar end down here.
Oh, bar end, I see it. Dylan's a convert to the Renaers, though.
Was he not into them?
I don't know if he was not into him, but now he's into him. Used Bike said banana flavor is the easiest chemical flavor to replicate. Huh. Yeah. And apparently you make a toxic chain lube oil and it just smells like that naturally.
Nobody does it quite as good as Triflow.
Yeah. Dylan also is still a clamper guy, though. But, what am I
What
tagging?
other bike pics are up?
Should we see some other bike pics? That's the pic we need. You gotta come over here. This is Pudgy. That's so gross. Yeah, let's get There's a lot of bike pics because we haven't looked at bike pics for a while. I wonder if we'll see Bill at the camp out. Probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this wild collection.
You gonna be at the camp out, Bill?
Is he in the chat?
He was.
Oh, I missed it. Do you know what his comment was?
He was the one that said something about chain lube.
Said something about chain lube. Yeah, that narrows it down. That reminds me of my food. Do you guys know Science Mystery Theater 3000, 2000, 3000? You know that show?
Yeah.
Do you know that show?
3,000, yeah.
Yeah, 3000. my favorite episode ever of that is they're sitting there and the movie starts and it shows like a desert and then on screen it says Asia and the one guy goes, "Oh, that narrows it down." Anyways. Yeah, 3 wild bike. What are the tires that on the what are the pink ones? Slicks.
Those look like Gravel Kings.
Wow. Are they slicks?
Yeah. Just 3 wilds out in the wild.
Yeah, 3 wild with an E. What didn't was it Bill who was on his first ride in the wild that came down with Woody and did a rat's ride with us?
Mm-hmm.
Bends my memory, by the way. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can always jazz your chin.
Triflones.
Triflones. Oh, yeah. Yep.
This weekend, yes.
Dylan said we need an emoji of that pic. Hell yeah. Oh, so we'll see you this weekend, Bill. Nice. Oh, that was Woody in that too with the bikes. Pudgy said mystery science, not science mystery, you pine cone. So do that. Yeah, run.
What else we got?
You can run this ship for a while. You want this whole?
Scoot up.
Yeah, get on in there. Do you need a drink?
No, I'm all right. Thank you.
But you're not driving. I'm gonna get a banquet. Keep it light. Is that what you sipping on banquets?
Sipping on banquets.
Yanda was supposed to be here, so banquets.
Big banquet guy. Nice looking Otso.
Can I go back? You know, I mean, once you have once you're on a hazy kick, you know, once you've had some tri-flow, banquet just doesn't do it. Do you want to look at bikes with Ben for a minute?
I'm about to take off.
Don't you have half a beer there?
Yeah, so that would sound have anything to do with anything.
Might as well look at some bikes for a minute. Introduce yourself to the crowd.
I did enough of that yet.
Yeah. Tapioca Dave. Oh man. Good luck at work tomorrow. What's his hardtail?
This looks like a Niner.
Niner. Ooh, that's a bright Niner.
Looks like some doinks on there.
That bike is doinked out.
So why don't you build up this Gary Fisher?
It's not really that nice. This is a 1989 Team Specialized.
This guy in the chat tonight, gotta ban him.
Oh yeah, we're gonna ban him. He's got a B-17 with a cutout. I don't think Ed was in the chat tonight, was he? Tri-flow days is the best comment. Wow, Dylan launching it.
Going for it.
You could come over here, Dave, and look at the photos without talking. There's some good ones.
And Tony. Nice looking build.
What's early is that? No, it's got a
the
big
low side?
chonky fork. A what?
I don't know. I want to say a low side, maybe.
Oh. I thought the low sides aren't single speeds?
You can put gears on them. Might be a midnight special.
But it's got like more of their, what do they call their
Maybe
utility fork? Or?
Maybe it says in the... Oh, no. I don't know.
What are those bars?
Those look like the Surly Sunrise bar.
Yeah. That style bar has made a huge comeback lately.
Like the
Like
BMX,
style
yeah.
bar? Yeah.
Whoa.
Custom, whoa, dang. I missed this.
I didn't see this either.
Look at that thing, it's wild.
Good photos.
Yeah.
Giant wheel in the front.
Fat tire cargo bike. What do you think that is up in like where the, it's almost like
This
those old
guy?
Schwinn Stingrays with the like shifter between the,
Let's see, you got the brake lever. It has a dropper post on it, but I don't see a...
think
is it
that's
a
where you
dropper
drop?
lever?
that'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
Is that electric assist with that huge hub? E-assist? Oh, now we could maybe get in there.
Enhance.
Oh, that might be an e-bike control. See, there's a screen in front of it.
Yeah.
And everything's internally routed, which I would normally hate, but on this is amazing.
I think that is a shifter. Because the
I think
cable's
it's-
coming right out behind it.
Oh yeah, because where would you shift from? Wait, but there's a dropper and a motor, so there's to be controls for all of that.
Touchscreen.
Yeah, I think it's touchscreen.
Voice activated.
Voice activated.
It had,
We need. Why didn't anyone ask more questions about that? I mean, I could have too. So there you go.
Dylan with that.
Oh, the Monet fork.
Other
Or what do they? How do they pronounce? They don't pronounce it Monet.
Money.
Money. Yeah. I don't think I could ever get down with that. Not the fork, just that pronunciation. Yeah, no, the fork. Yeah.
Look at all that clearance up there.
Yeah. And is Dylan about your height?
I think he's, a little bit taller maybe.
Where was Chris riding in ancient?
Stonehenge.
Yeah, Stonehenge. Chris is in Canada. Yeah. This Chris. I do like the upgraded Surly logo. Oh, that's the thing. I'm going to need grips for this too. Maybe I should get some party pace grips.
Sold out.
Oh, did they?
Well, I don't know if all of them are. Some of the colors are. Bike rack holder thing.
Dang.
On wheels.
Did you see he posted, he's like, picked up a couple more bikes. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's what you need, racer. Tony.
Tone bone.
Oh, it's on Kelly's Island?
Yeah, I think so.
I do think Tony built up that Model All City as good as you can make it look.
Yeah.
I love
It's nice.
all those silver bits. Yeah, he has like a neoprene.
Except that rack that you hate.
What do you mean I hate?
I think you were talking about it on the last stream.
Because
Way back.
Makes the
it goes, you have a
the
nice,
fork more rigid.
you have a steel raked fork and then you run a rack all the way down to the, I am against, it looks fine. Those racers always move. Yeah, jeez. What is the truck in front? Oh, 700. You guys had what, a 720 in the shop right now, I saw? That's another multi-truck. That's,
Another one.
yeah, those are like the ones I got. Oh, he's got that Peugeot with that paint job, the perfect paint job.
That's a perfect Peugeot.
That's why I liked when All City knocked it off a couple years ago for the Space Horse, right?
Yeah.
Then Brad got his powder coated. I was like, you bought the bike with my favorite paint job, and you got it powder coated.
I didn't know All City did paint jobs like that. I thought they were just solid color.
They mix it. They always mix it up. Yeah. Because for a while they were doing more of like the vintage, like how now go look, like where they just had like All City and stickers
Right.
on the. You can move that keyboard too.
I'm trying to sniff on these lubes a little bit. See if I can find that old one.
Oh, they show their old bikes on here?
Yeah, you can view the archive stuff.
Some of the stuff they've been doing lately, though, man.
Yeah.
The good stuff is the Jeff Frayne design stuff. Well, that new zigzag, wait, go back up. That's
That's an older one.
okay, there you go. Point proven.
Where'd it go?
Oh, see, wait, go back down so I can show Dave. They were doing like
Right.
like a
That's
yellow
what I
bike
thought.
with that, like. But now they've been for a long time. Well, that one down a little bit was kind of it, but they had one that
Couple
was.
more up.
They had the white one that had that.
A white one?
Yeah, so it looked like those Peugeots.
Oh, I was looking at that one.
Yeah, they had one with like the exact.
If you click on it, does it give you the other option or no? Learn more. That's the clickable part.
No, that's hard. Got that little orange.
Is that Brownlands?
Yeah.
Is that what hers looks like?
Yeah.
So they don't go down all the way to like the old yellow ones and stuff like that.
They do. That's a different. Where is it? Like the Macho Man. They did.
People are tuned in to watch people just browse the internet for their own personal interests.
Macho Man disc.
Oh yeah, there's the Macho Man disc. Oh, there was some cool Nature Cross too. Nature Boy.
Macho King. That's one of my favorites.
Ah.
The purple Nature Boy.
So the wild bikes we were looking at, Jeff was the guy who was like designing these all city bikes. The bike company started as the Wild with an E. That's what a lot of the Joy Machines guys have. We met him in the pizza line at Nutmeg. We're standing there, he turns around, he's like, how'd your guys' ride go? That was awesome. And we're talking to him for a while. And then after we like get our pizza, Ben, because I don't know anything, you know, and Ben knows everything. He's like, how do you know that's the guy who founded All City? I'm like, no. Ben, do you think All City would ever make a titanium Gorilla Monsoon?
I don't know. That'd be cool.
Oh, Racer just jumped in. What's up, Racer? He said that's a Peugeot Triathlon. It was a freebie. They did that paint scheme on a number of jet bikes because they had a cheap Peugeot that had it. But then they also made some nice ones that had it in that area.
Yinzer asks what bar type everyone is using.
The latest one I put on the All City, was that a what was that? Cannondale? Not the All, that Raleigh. Yanda sold me out. He said it felt like cloth. It was.
Oh yeah, I think it's Cannondale.
I like that one a lot.
I like Supercaz. It's comfy, but like grippy too.
Yeah, is that what I used? I think I might have used that before this round, which I did like a lot. Oh, Pudgy's got grips for days. Cool. We weren't paying attention enough to keep up to know what they're talking about now. Oh, Bill said we passed the cream option.
Did we? Didn't even see it. Too much lube.
Too much lube. Oh, Austin Canny said he just posted a Peugeot in the Discord. Oh. I haven't seen this. Oh, hell yeah.
Some WTB byways.
That actually has some clearance, huh?
That's a sick color. But the geometry on that thing is ridiculous.
Oh, Versailles. Or Versailles.
Versailles.
Versailles. That's pretty sweet. Oh, is it a Peugeot mountain bike, maybe? Is that how he's clearing that? It's not a road bike.
It's
650 by 47s. God, that is so perfect. It looks like a road bike. It's got that triangle that bikes are supposed to have.
Yeah.
Gotta be. Even going down to 6, I think he went up. It might have been a 26-inch Peugeot. Now, 47s back in the day, though? These are some thick boys.
Look how small that back triangle is.
But how would that... I don't know. Is that it here?
originally 700C.
Originally 700, but still 47. You couldn't get that without bending the frame. It's got real forged dropouts, so it was a decent bike. It's not like the shitty Peugeot that I have. It's got a pump peg, too. Missing a couple gears up front, but whatever. Nothing's perfect. Oh, someone needs to come out with a Vans waffle bar tape to mimic the grips. I love those grips on the Gunner. Have you tried those? The Vans ones Otis got? At first they were super stiff, and then they first they were a little too but they really did like mellow out, and I like them a lot. Yins said they called it Versailles out this way. Yinzer's gonna yins. Lizard skin. Oh, then he said it lost its grip. I thought people loved lizard skins, huh? No, Pudgy says they're no good. What time is it?
10:49.
I thought it'd be later.
I'll probably bounce here soon.
Time goes slow when you're hanging out with you nerds.
You're not building the
Yeah, when you're not building them. Yeah, why don't we?
You're snorting chain lube.
Yeah, when time. Yeah, if you guys are into speed, don't snort chain lube.
really distorts time.
Yeah, in the wrong way. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else we need to hit up in the Discord. I mean, I've missed 1,000 things clearly in the Discord, but yeah, you already did bike pics. I thought there was something new in just chatting. Oh, it's just a jump. Probably the Peugeot post, right? I didn't do that the right way. The flow, as the kids are calling it.
Whoa.
All right, yeah, let's
Somebody
wrap.
got a street name?
We're almost 2 hours in. Yeah, I mean, it's gone a lot longer than that. That night Yanda was over here. I think we went till like 1 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
You were probably already asleep.
I didn't make that whole stream.
All right, dude. So hopefully we can end up actually messing around with this with Yanda. I really actually want to get it kind of done before then, but who knows, a lot of time. We're going camping over the weekend and stuff like that. So I was hoping to test out those bars and actually make a video for Velo Orange before then, but we'll see. I don't know. I've got a couple videos in the works. Me and Dave are going to do some review videos. I've shot some good footage of East Rim that I want to post, but we'll just see. We'll just see if my job allows for it.
Send us some chain lube if you want us to smell it.
Yeah. Address is on the website. Send the chain blue over. We will sniff the shit out of it. All right, that's it.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Cause
Yeah.
this is not okay.
Fitzwater photo.
In the awful way, holiday, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday,
Mark Smith subscribed to the channel.